In this video, I'm going to fix the Facebook ad lead issue for your martial arts school forever. If you're currently struggling with getting like 10 leads in 3 days through, but then out of those 10 leads, only one shows up at your school, or you get 10 leads, but then you have to follow up with them really heavily in order for them to book a class, or you get 10 leads, but like 6 out of those 10 leads have put in like the wrong phone number, so you can't contact them properly. Then this video is basically perfectly designed for you to keep it short. Real quick, why should you trust me on this? My name is Simir Ross. I own a company called Martial Consulting where we help dojo owners with student acquisition. And I've basically spent thousands of dollars at this point for other martial arts schools on Facebook advertisements. And at least I tend to think that I know a little bit about running Facebook ads for martial arts schools. Maybe it's only my ego that's saying this right now, so don't take my word for granted. Anyways, I've basically recorded a clip on my computer where I basically walk you through everything. We actually dive into the Facebook Ads Manager and what you can do to fix those issues like lead quality, etc. Without further ado, I'm just gonna cut the clip in now, and I'll see you in there. Alright, hey everyone, and welcome to this really quick clip in which I'm going to explain to you how you can basically stop the struggle of lead quality when you run Facebook ads, because what might happen to you is that you generate like 10 leads in like 3 days, but then out of those 10 leads, only one shows up at your school. And even this one person you don't even close. So what I will do in this video is that I'm just going to explain to you real quick how you can basically solve this issue and kind of not struggle with this anymore. Basically, there are two things I have for you that you have to do if you really want to upgrade this. First of all, it's inside of Facebook directly. So you go to the Ads Manager, you create a new lead form, and then you should get into a window that looks similar to this one. Don't get too confused that the stuff on the right is blurred out. It's a client account, and I don't want that to be leaked, obviously. I hope that's understandable, but the underlying concept is still the same. So you would just call this whatever. I'm just gonna call it test. You call it like, I don't know, lead form new year campaign, whatever it is. And then you basically click on form type. You can leave this as small volume, that's fine. Intro, here you can just use the image from the ad. You don't need to change anything here. Greeting headline, you can basically remove this, and then it will anyways only give you the option to use the image from the ad. Questions, this is where the important stuff starts, so you want to remove those questions, then, but you still have to write something inside of here. Your information are secure. Something like this you could write here. And then what you basically want to do is that you want to add a question, short answer, and then you're just gonna write your first name, question mark. You can capitalize this, and then you add another question that says your best phone number, or yeah. And then once you have that basically set up, you'll go to privacy policy. Obviously, actually put your real privacy policy in here and don't put like a fake one in here. But I'm just gonna put like Martial Consulting.com in here, and then it's just like gonna name this like privacy policy. If you don't have one, you can create one like super easily and within like 2 minutes on the internet. Or worst case scenario, I don't know if I have something in my eye here. Anyway, start for another day. Or if it's just the sun. Anyways, yeah, or you can just put your website in here and then like just write privacy policy. You should get through with that, but ideally you just put in like a real privacy policy in here. And then message for leads, you're just gonna write something like along the lines of schedule your first class today. First, let me actually write this properly. Schedule. And then what you could do below, or what I would highly suggest you do, is that you obviously put like a link to a calendar in here. And not just any calendar. I'm going to show you in just a second what calendar I mean specifically, but then you put in here for the description like in order to schedule your free trial class today, click schedule now below. your free trial class today, click schedule now below. And then you just put in your calendar link or the link that I'm gonna show you in just a second. Consulting.com, and then you just put like, I don't know, view website. You put schedule now inside of here. You can obviously like also make this short, like I would rather write like schedule your first trial class today by clicking schedule now below, right? And then they can basically click on here and schedule their first class, and then your lead form will look similar to this one. So you'll have three fields. You'll use the image from the ad. This can look a little shitty sometimes. I do give you that point. So when you have no intro, you can't really use like an upload your own image, but it will just make it easier for leads to come through, but still have like a high quality of leads, because you're like, when you use like these custom fields down here where it's like add category and then you use like contact fields, phone number, etc., it's like really often this is just gonna be pre-filled, and then it's like people put in their old phone number there that they've used once they signed up for Instagram or for Facebook. So I'll suggest you don't do that. What you could do is that you could add those like as well as like a second field. So then that would, I can actually show this. So you like what you could do is like phone number and then contact field. So then you would have four pages up here basically. Basically first one, them putting their information in there themselves, and then like them putting the information in there kind of automatically, because these fields right here, they really often just pre-fill automatically. We typically don't do this, we just leave it like this. But what you could do is that you add this and then you have like a backup phone number, but it's like, you have to kind of see it from like the perspective of a lead, and when someone becomes like a lead, they think to themselves, well, I already put my phone number in one step before, so why should I put my phone number in again? So then the second page would just look something like privacy policy. They just click on submit, and then on the last page they can basically just schedule their first class directly, which is great. This is how I would set up the lead form if I would really optimize for lead quality, because when lead like clicks on here, they just can't just pre-fill their information. Like they will click on there and then they'll actually have to think, all right, like, do I actually want to put my information there or not, because they'll have to fill all of this out manually. Whereas if you use the pre-filled questions, so the pre-filled questions from Facebook, we'll just let them fill it out automatically, and you'll get like, in most cases, a really low quality in leads, so to speak. But that's it for the lead form. Then you just click on create form and save it basically. And then before you do that, actually, I'm going to show you something else. And that's the link that you put in here, because what you might have is that you don't offer like only one class. You might offer like kids classes, teens and adults classes, women's self-defense, whatever is in your case. So you have like more than one class, and then you maybe offer like jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, maybe wrestling as well, or like, I don't know, whatever martial arts. Like you offer more than martial arts for more than one class. And then what I would suggest you do basically is that you create like a landing page for that. And I'm just actually going to show you in just a second how that looks like, where people can schedule. And even if you run ads then only for like kids classes, I might change my opinion on this in the future. So don't take my word for granted here. But what I would do is I would even then, like when I run an ad for kids class, I would still put the link to the landing page down here that basically looks like this, where people can basically schedule for multiple martial arts. So where they don't just have the option to like schedule for kids classes and that's it. I would actually put this down here. We're just really gonna have to even blur something on here as well, but that's all right. Then you just put this on here, and then you basically even put this on here when you're only running ads for kids classes, just so, because sometimes there's some lead gonna come through that is like for teens and adults classes, and then they can schedule directly as well. But again, maybe you should only put like a landing page for kids classes then at the end of the ads. I might change my opinion here, but this is just from my current knowledge what I would do. The landing page here is super simple. You just basically give them multiple options where they can schedule, and when they click on it, they just have the option to basically schedule the class. Now this landing page looks like complete dog shit, I know. So I've just set this up real quick before this video, just so I can actually show you something here. And then you can basically scroll down, and then what you could do is that you put like your Google Maps on here, and then you put like some testimonial videos on here, and then like you put like your Google Maps rating down here as well again. Super cool. But then you basically put this link down here at the end of the ad, so to speak, so people can directly schedule for their first trial class. Trust me, it's like the lead quality. You'll never really struggle with lead quality again because you just like they have to fill their information out manually. Plus, at the end, they can directly schedule their first class, so you'll fix the issue of lead quality, um, and the issue of kind of like people not scheduling a class once they become a lead, and like you have to follow up with them, call them, etc. at once because like 20 to 40% of the leads, maybe even more, I would say 40 to 50% almost will just schedule directly through this link. If they don't, then you just send them basically in the first text message, like you wait 2 minutes and you just send them a text message like, hey, um, click on this link to schedule your first trial class. And then trust me, like you're gonna schedule a fuck ton of people like this. But yeah, that's basically how you fix that issue and how you're gonna make huge progress with this. Yeah, and other than that, I guess that's everything for this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any video suggestions, just let me know in the comments. Other than that, click the first link in the description if you want more students for your school, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.